Welcome back to the Artistic Mystic Muse channel. I'm Nancy, your mystical muse. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Much gratitude. Thank you. So this is a collective reading for mid-May 2024. And the title of this is The In-Between. And we have Hecate, which is an ancient goddess and kind of the mother goddess. But the in-between talks about letting go and stepping out of what has been, who you were, and stepping into what can be and this new version of you, the opportunity to create a new version of you. Are there some things you're going to keep that are authentically still you? Yes, but you have the opportunity to change things, be in the moment. And if that, maybe you were always a vanilla ice cream and now all of a sudden you're like, I'm into pineapple right now. That's okay. But that's part of where we're at, right? Or where you may be at this point. Some of us, we've already made that transition, but we're still at the beginning of this journey, of this new exploration, this new segment in our path. But being okay with that, but understanding that you're shifting your focus. And I'll get more into that as we go. But part of it, they're having me mix decks here. So we've got, it's about making choices of what you're releasing, letting go, and what you're choosing now to become, to experience. And it just because you've done things a certain way and you've always done that a certain way doesn't mean you have to now. This is this part of this rebirth, particularly of 2024. It's like major clearing the decks and do-over. But you get to change how you want to do that by your choices. And part of this is knowing that you are being showered with a waterfall of divine love. So this opportunity, this thing that you are not alone, you are divinely loved, and there's love coming in for you to support this infinite possibility, this infiniteness, I can't hardly say it, in you, right? To create a weaving, to manifest something. And so Spirit's saying to say yes, whatever that is you want to try, whatever that is you want to do, whatever that is that you want to experience, say yes. That's where this first step is. Yes, unconditional love again for yourself, for everything. Unconditional love. That doesn't mean you don't have boundaries, but having unconditional love. Tuning in, got a little affirmation, tuning into the divine, your heart center, right? And your intuition, which is part of your emotions. This feels like ocean to me. And then we have emotions. Looking at your emotions, allowing yourself to feel them, but also discernment, like, is this a character, a mask, a story that I've created for myself? This is how I'm supposed to feel. This is how I'm supposed to be. Or is it an opportunity to release it, because we have resurfacing. There may be some things that are coming up that are emotionally kind of uncomfortable. Again, going back to what needs to be released, what is the past, and what is going to be how we're going to think about it, how we're going to feel about it moving forward, right? And allowing yourself to even sometimes just observe them with no judgment, but knowing whether is that who you are now? Is that how you're going to react to that every time? Or we're going to take a step to perceive it differently and then learn to react differently. We also have communication coming in. So there may be some things that on an emotional level, you need to communicate with someone else coming from a place of love, but that, because we have love partnership coming up, and that can be with you and yourself, loving yourself, right? Communicating, being authentic with yourself. It could also be communicating with someone else. A loved one could be a friend, family member, a partner, whatever that is for you. And we also have pride. pride is a double-edged sword. Taking pride in your work, taking pride and validating your accomplishments. But the other aspect of this is, are you letting pride get in your way from authentically communicating what needs to be done? Are you allowing pride in your way to admit something to yourself that needs to be released or let go? So take how that resonates, but that's what I'm getting. And mid-May, a lot of things for people, the completion or completing, wrapping up, finishing up. Why? We're letting go. We're realizing that is completed. That is in the past. That is not where I am right now. That is not who I am right now in this moment. So completion is a thing. Music may help you with especially your emotions at this time, your vibration, how you're feeling. So create a playlist, pull what you need to hear. Maybe it's meditative music, whatever that is. You also had the prayers card. Your prayers are being heard, and know that they will be answered. Now, will be answered in the way that is for your highest good and also in divine timing. So don't, put too many assumptions or attachments or expectations on it, because it will come to you as it's meant to. Bottom of this deck, we have gifted. And so some of you are realizing or having to validate or authenticate or realize that you have gifts. Whether that's the gift of words, the gift of holding space for someone. It can also be psychic abilities, but that you are gifted in some way. And that may be something you haven't always shared with people, but maybe that is part of where your new part of your journey is, right? Choosing what you want to communicate, what you want to share, what you want to pursue. Yeah, and then we have celestial teacher. So you're being assisted by the divine, but also it perhaps in a past life you have been a teacher. So maybe that's something, a gift you have in some form that's coming to the surface. Yeah, Kathumi, cloak of wisdom. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. So there we go again with the intuition, with trusting the niggles and nudges that we had at the beginning of the month's reading. Kuan Yin, care and compassion, choose to be loved, do what is right for everyone involved, offer a helping hand. So when you make, whether it's a choice of thoughts, words, or actions, coming from a place of compassion, when you're doing something, is it beneficial to the greater good of all? That it comes down to a question of what you're pursuing, aside from is it right for you? Is it non-selfish, right? So sometimes things you choose because they're positive, because they're going to have a greater impact, a positive impact, that's for the greater good of all. Some choices we make are literally with the knowing and the consciousness that if I do this, it would help everyone else, right? It's just not to overextend ourselves in that way. Mary Magdalene, the teacher awakens. I was just talking about the celestial teacher. You have something important to share. Follow the inner call and don't let anything stop you, right? Follow the call. What is that? And you may on an emotional level know what that is. And communicating can also mean not only voicing it, but showing it, right? And we have Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So everything starts with a thought, your consciousness, right? And then words and then actions. So know that whatever it is you're putting your energy into, or the choices you are making, those thoughts are powerful and will begin to manifest. So be very conscious of your thoughts. Be very conscious of your choices. And are they for your highest good and for the highest good of all? Wow. We have Dragon's Lair. So there may have been some things that are occurring that seem risky, that seem dangerous, that seem not nice. The Dragon's Lair is knowing that you are protected, to not to fear, come from a place of fear. Slow and steady, a step at a time in this process, right? The slow and because slow and steady wins the race. And then we have commitment. So commitment can be, how are you committing yourself once you make a choice, once you communicate something or choose to do something? What is your commitment to that? This can also be, we talked about partnerships, love partnerships, the commitment you have first to the love, to love yourself, that you're committed to that. But then if it also involves a partner, family member, friend, what are you committing to, right? And what's that going to look like? So we had Hecate in the in-between. We also have Hestia, home. So the home, what's going on in your home right now, creating a sanctuary for yourself might be really important. Some of these things that are coming out with relationships, that could be those people you share a home with, right? Home is also, like I said, I feel like it's how you create a sacred space for yourself at home so you can connect with your intuition, your higher self, your soul, right? And source, the divine. And we also have acts, we have secrets. So there may have been some secrets or things that you've denied acknowledging, secrets that have come out with other people that you're affiliated with, and, that may be uncomfortable, that may cause some surfacing, discomfort. What kind of choice are you going to make? And then how are you going to communicate that, right? Of whether I'm okay with that or I'm not okay with that, or whatever that entails. And there may be some things that you hadn't realized, that kind of epiphany coming to light. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. Everything we need is within us because we are part of the one, the all. So know that what you need, the answers you need, will come from within. Yeah. We have deep cellular healing, Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So there's this healing that is going on with this kind of looking at the past as just the past and moving into the new, right? That's a clearing. That's really important to know. So be gentle with yourself. Take time to breathe out. So when we are in discomfort, when we are feeling something that's triggering, we tend to restrict our breathing. We take shallow breaths. So if you feel like that, take a deep breath, hold it, and then release it. So that's important. Know that nothing is yet set in stone. So there may be some things that are coming to pass or choices you're wanting to make. Take the time to sit with them, to really feel them out, because nothing's set in stone yet. But once you move in that direction, that's the direction you're going to go. Yeah, all the answers you need are coming. The answers you need are coming. Yes, and bring love into this situation. Love and compassion for yourself. Perhaps it's for another, if it has to do with these partnerships we were talking about. But bringing love into that is really important. All right, I'm going to go to my Milagros-Miracles deck and see what closing messages we have for this mid-May reading of 2024. So this part of the month could be a little uncomfortable. Whoa, goodness. Bottom of the deck, trust the mystery. We also had watched over by ancestors and loved ones. So again, you're being protected, you're being watched over. Yes, Christ, unity consciousness. When you make a choice, when you're doing something for the highest good, is it the highest good of all? Is it good for also everyone else? It does no harm, right? That's unity consciousness. Know that blessings are coming in. We have the chalice, heart and sword, healing the heart or heartbreak. So some of the things that that are maybe needing to be placed in the past at some point may have been very wounding, right? And that's where that healing's going on. So know that that's a powerful medicine coming in to assist with that. Yeah. We also have the rooster, hear the call, and the pig, financial abundance. So the call would be whatever you're being drawn to, right? And for some of us, there's financial abundance coming in, whatever that looks like, however small, however big. So that's a really beautiful message. So the in between sometimes is a little waffly, it's sometimes a little uncomfortable, but it is necessary to wrap up this completion that many of us are going through. Leave the past in the past. Know that the future is not here yet, and being present, right? Being present, being centered. And however you wish to do that, a walk in nature, prayer, meditation. But know that you've got this. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Thanks for being here. If you need a reading, frequency jewelry, please reach out to me at my website down below or post it here. But thank you and look forward to hearing from you. Bye.